testimony and under continual review based upon the nature of the proceeding. Please state your name, Mr. Ye.
Jeffrey Day.
Thank you. No, not at this time. First matter of business.
Originally released the defendant in his own recognizance, notwithstanding his lengthy criminal history. And the fact that his behavior since then, including making threats that the defendant himself concedes occurred, indicate that he has placed his interests above those of society and is in all likelihood unwilling and unable to follow the dictates of the court, knowing that should we get to the trial of this matter and should he be convicted, the defendant will indeed be facing a prison term of life. So he has little to lose by continuing to threaten police officers whose very existence is to uphold our safety. Your Honor, the people respectfully request that Your Honor make the order permanent and remand the defendant without bail until the trial herein. I would respectfully note, Your Honor, that the defendant is taking advantage and attempting to delay this matter, as I've discussed in the past, in the hope that the victim in this matter, whose health is extremely frail, the knowledge of which is particularly known to the defendant based upon conduct he himself is engaged in with respect to invading the victim's privacy. He is attempting to delay these proceedings and is in all likelihood unwilling enough to obey any dictates of the court, with the understanding that he could, as I say, face a prison term of life.
My experience entering this case is that there has been one thing after another, and the court warned me before asking me to take this assignment that there was going to be activity. I agreed to it, and I have met every single deadline. I don't care about the content of what he said. It doesn't matter to me. I am here to talk about his right to say those things. Okay? Now, before I get into that argument too much, Judge, I would just like to say, you know, when there is a criminal accusation pending, I acknowledge the district attorney is right about this. It goes to more than just a crime, it goes to conduct as well. And sometimes you have to give up constitutional rights when you have a criminal accusation against you. And I would say and suggest to the court that the appropriate bail remedy for this particular act of stupidity and thoughtlessness by my client, which I would submit to you is nowhere near criminal, is that he agreed to close his Facebook account and not open another one during the pendency of these proceedings. I know I would be a lot more comfortable with that, and I might have a little less work to do on this case if we did that. And I would suggest to the court that that is more than a sufficient remedy for the conduct that allegedly occurred last Friday. I don't think it's a crime. And I think the district attorney, now that he is an astute reader, he's an experienced jurist, and I'm sure that he has now read those cases, which I've referred to the court and to him, and he understands that Mr. Ye was engaging in offensive, but unfortunately, constitutionally protected speech. He clearly, repeatedly says, I've got information and I'm going to release it. He's not talking about, you know, setting somebody on fire or killing them. All right? It was a stupid thing for him to say. When you're crafting a bail decision, you need to limit your remedy to the ill that is presented to you. And that, I would suggest, is a reasonable compromise for this situation, something that I would urge the court to consider.
Thank you. Mr.
Now, Facebook is simply the means by which he used to threaten a police officer. And the fact that he did so, whether by Facebook or by carrier pigeon, indicates that he has no intent of obeying the dictates of this court, and bail should be revoked, Your Honor.
Thank you. With respect to bail, my bail determination is that bail shall not be revoked, but I am imposing cash bail in the amount of $5,000 cash, a $10,000 bond. And I am making no prohibition against Mr. Ye with respect to the Facebook posting. And that's my determination. So Mr. Ye is remanded to the county jail in lieu of $5,000 cash, $10,000 bond.
Why don't you take me down to where he's got to go, and I'll see if I can see. Okay?